Well, good morning. Time for Gospel Song Sunday. And what I'm doing today is going to be a little bit less traditional, maybe. You decide whether it's a gospel song or not. I don't know. But it kind of speaks to me, and I hope it speaks to you. But first things first, giving away free Bibles. Don't forget, if you need one or know somebody that does, have them email me at freebible@mail.com and we'll get one out to you. I usually ship out on Mondays and we'll get them out to you. No strings attached. freebible@mail.com. All right, this song is called Where I Find God by a young man named Larry Fleet. As you know, I always try to find a little history behind the song before I do them. And this one was no exception. And run across this, and it's kind of funny how God works. I'm going to read something to y'all. This is from Mr. Fleet, Mr. Larry Fleet, and he's talking about where this song comes from. And it says, it comes from whenever I was getting going, and I started doing a little thing called Gospel Song Sunday. Imagine that. And I started playing little gospel songs, and I'd put them on my social media stuff on Sundays and give the Bible quote or whatever inspirational thing from church that I learned that day. And after doing it for a few weeks, it started taking off and people were looking forward to it. Connie Harrington, wonderful songwriter, by the way, had actually seen that on Facebook or whatever it was and reached out to me and said, hey, I really love what you're doing and I'd like to write a song with you. And this is early on, and as I started to kind of write with bigger writers, and Connie Harrington is one of my favorites. I love Connie, so I was like, yeah. So I went down to her office one day, and she said, first time we ever met or anything, she said, hey, I really love what you're doing, and it kind of sparked up this idea I got, and it's titled called Where I Find God. And he says, I love it. So that's his quote, his words, and it's kind of struck me how funny that is. Gospel Song Sunday is by no means an original thing of mine, or his for that matter, but God calls us all to do something at different times, and sometimes it's the same thing in different places. But that's what this song is called, Where I Find God. It's not a traditional gospel song by any means, but it's a song about God will meet you wherever you're at. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be pristine, or you don't even have to be cleaned up. You just have to reach out, and don't matter where you're at. Anyway, here it goes, Where I Find God. Night I hit rock bottom, sitting on an old bar stool. Paid my tab and put me in a cab, but he didn't have to. 'Cause he could see I was hurting. Oh, I wish I'd got his name. 'Cause I didn't feel worth saving, but he saved me just the same. Day out on the water, fish just wouldn't bite. Put my pole down and I float around, just so quiet. I could hear my old man saying, son, just be still, 'cause you can't find peace like this in a bottle or a pill. bar stool to that Evan room, Sunday morning in a church pew, in a deer stand or hayfield, on an interstate back to Nashville, in an old Ford with the windows down, me and him just riding around sometimes, whether I'm looking for him or not, that's where I find God. Sometimes late at night I lie there and listen, 'cause the sound of her heart beating and the songs crickets are singing, I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds like a hymn to me. I ain't too good at praying, but thanks for everything. From the bar stool to the Evan room, Sunday morning in a church pew, in a deer stand or a hayfield, on the interstate back to Nashville, in an old Ford with the windows down, me and him just riding around sometimes, whether I'm looking for him or not, that's where I find God. From the bar stool to the Evan room, Sunday morning in a church pew, in a deer stand or a hayfield, interstate back to Nashville, old Ford with the windows down, me and him just riding around talking. Well, I do that a lot. Yeah, I do that a lot. That's where I find God. Just think about that. No matter where you're at, you can reach out to him. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Have a good day.